Hey, nice to see you again. I'm going to show you something. Now, you can do this with, oh, crazy stuff, man. I'm telling you what, this is just insane what I do. It didn't come quick. It just kind of took on a life of its own. So I didn't know what to do with a bunch of fruit and stuff. Oh, I got all this stuff on down, fruit and whatever. And I don't know what to do with it either. So, but I learned something. Apples, berries, doesn't matter. Pears, you see somebody's got some excess something they don't know what to do with it, they're gonna throw it out. It could be all kinds of different things. I take blackberry, my extra raspberries, just on and on and on and on. And some I'll chop up and freeze on my big trays and quick freeze. And others I will puree. Like I take a bunch of apples and I'll just leave them raw and put them in a blender and blend them down and just add enough water, just enough to, get them so that they blend. That's it. Then I'll take that apple. It becomes applesauce, and later on when I take them out, I can add whatever cinnamon or nutmeg or. I never add sugar. Apples have enough sugar already. The applesauce you buy at the store, that's in a jar, in a bag, in a can, in a box. Homie don't play that no more. So I take these ice trays. Now I got a lot of ice trays because sometimes I got so much stuff. I got a lot more than this. I don't know how many is here. 10. More than I need for this particular task. And so I will take one of these things and grab myself a spoon. Now this is chicken broth. I'll take like the bones that I don't want my animals to eat, my dog anyway, and the scraps of stuff, even the skin. I rinse the skin off really good because they put that chemical on there to make their muscles relax when they're processing the chickens. So the hair. Does chickens have hair? Oh, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Oh, we all thought we knew, didn't we? Yeah, I thought I knew for a long time. Yeah, we always said it was a chicken. Ah. Ever seen a two-headed snake? How about a two-headed person or a person with two heads and four legs? And so, yeah, evolution stuff, man. Genes, they'd splice weirdly. So actually, the egg came first. From a biological science, abiogenics, all that kind of stuff, right? Stuff we don't understand. And the egg came first because when the cells divide, they do some weird things, and if it's advantageous, that particular creature becomes the dominant one, and the other one, its mother, fades away, or it goes on a different path, whatever. So the egg came first. Oh my gosh. Biological science, physics, crazy stuff, man. I'm learning it like no tomorrow. So I'm going to show you some broth here. So I'm going to take this chicken broth that I made the other night, and a lot of people, I would just dump it down the sink. I'd boil my chicken, whatever, dump it down the sink. Chicken broth. How often do people buy chicken broth? Don't know what's in that bag or that box or that can or that jar. Don't know what they added, right? Something in there, chemical, to make you want to buy more. Addictive thing. So I just take this stuff here and I just let it flow. Just let it flow. Let it go. Let it flow. Grab another one over here. Looks like I'm going to need more than one. And just let it flow. Let it flow. Oh, looks like I might need another one maybe. So I'll grab another one. Maybe. Let's verify, shall we? Let's verify this. So how am I going to verify this? Brush it in and see what fits. see what needs to be added, get it all kind of evened out, you know. See if I need to add more or add less to get all my cubes filled up. Brush it in there, man. It's kind of like painting. I'm a painter of chicken broth. I paint chicken broth. So, yeah, that was good. That was a good estimate. Looks like looks good. Then I'll come over here and do the same thing real quick right there, right? Fill all those little squares in, see what I need before I add another tray. Just kind of brush it all in there. I don't want one overfilling over the edges because then it just chips away anyway. And then I just come back here with a spoon, top it off, whatever needs to be topped off real quick. Kind of like that, right? How simple is that? My gosh, it's too simple. Now we take out a little time in life to do these little things. Boy, they sure pay off though. When it comes time to needing this or needing that, you're going, I'm sure glad I took out the time to do that. That is so cool, right? And then once these are frozen, I will take these and put them in my BP-free containers, and I'll say, okay, I only need a little bit of broth for this kind of thing or that kind of thing, or I can reach in and grab these cubes per my pleasure and my leisure and just get what I need instead of throwing out a whole bunch of something, right? A whole bunch of something that I didn't need. And then how many times have you done that and that whole bunch of something, maybe half of it or most of it went to waste? $150 billion is how much Americans waste food because of something like what I'm doing here, for the reasons which I'm doing, right? Lots and lots of waste because we don't manage our food properly. We throw a lot of stuff away that we don't even know we can eat, but we could, and it's very healthy. Like radish leaves. The radish leaf. Well, I wouldn't recommend eating the radish leaf from the store. But if you grow your own radishes, radish leaf, yeah, baby. So I will take these things, right? Let me pause you well, I don't need to pause you. I'll just keep talking to you, telling you my story. I have so many stories that I can tell you. Like, dang, man, about my drill sergeant, how I caught that drill sergeant. Yeah, I caught a drill sergeant. I was 17 years old. Scared the hell out of that boy. He wasn't ready for that 17-year-old enlisted to do what he did to that drill sergeant. So I'll take him and put him on this tray. Now this particular tray I use this because it fits perfectly in the space in my freezer where I'm going. All right. So then I will take this. Now I skim off the fat. Now we're not clones, right? Some people, they need more fat or whatever, and they're healthy. They got low cholesterol. They got everything good. They can eat fatty stuff like this, maybe, you know. Everybody's different. My family, no. All of us brothers on medications, all had triple bypass. There was 4 of us, triple bypass, quadruple bypass, stents. No, we can't eat fats. We have to, all on cholesterol medicine, blood pressure medicine. Yeah, some people can eat. There's this phrase that goes, know thyself, right? So I figured out myself what my body is supposed to be engaged in, and I tweaked the heck out of it. It took me a couple of years to. My body was the canary in the coal mine. It's like I'd eat something, I go, that Papa Murphy's pizza made my armpits stink. Must be toxic. That thing there I ate, that ice cream I ate, made me feel not right. So I was my own canary in the coal mine. And if I ate something I changed from feeling good or smelling right, because I don't use any deodorant, don't take showers, baths. I keep all my natural oils. Soaps have toxins in them, so when I get dirty, of course I'll wash up, right? But baths and showers, no. You're thinking, that must be one crusty guy. No, we have in our gut we have what's called a microbiome. On our skin, we also have a microbiome. It does all it when we wash away the microbiome on our skin, those billions of little critters that are responsible for keeping our skin healthy. And they also, there's some on us that also produces antioxidants, and it goes into our bloodstream and it helps us be even healthier. Biological science. They must know something. It's like, if not, why are they even biological scientists, right? All the studies, all the data. I check for the ethnicity of everything. Follow all the way down the rabbit hole. I look around. When I get down the bottom rabbit hole, ain't nothing else to know about this particular topic. I guess I'll go into the physics section. What's over there? I'll go in the medical section. I'll go over, study that, study this, and study some philosophy, and study some all kinds of things. I'm just a curious cat. And so that's the fat, and that's going to go in my garden, right? And the microbes, there's microbes in the garden that will eat this, but I do it in a certain section. So when this is all broken down and everything, I'll take that particular section of soil and I'll use that like fertilizer. And I'll only use a teaspoon in a big thing of soil. Yeah, there's all kinds of weird tricks I've learned about homemade gardening. Homemade garden? Did I say homemade gardening? Well, I did make it at my home. And so I will take this tray of homemade broth, right? Not in a box or a can or a jar. Homemade broth. And I will put this homemade broth in this freezer down here. See all those little goodies? I organize all those goodies right there. See all that? See? Huh? Yeah. Keep it all contained. That's applesauce, grapes. Oh, that's the blackberries from my garden. All this stuff's from my garden except for the chicken. That's mostly for the animals, right? So I just threw all that in there just now so I can get this tray in here. So I can get this tray in here and so it fits. You know what I mean? Because everything's got to fit. Otherwise, that's right, it don't fit. So it just drops right in. I can stack like 3 trays like that on top of each other. So if I got a lot of chicken broth, I can just stack and rack and that's right. So, oh, there's a big blueberry right there. I'm like, oh, can't eat that blueberry. Blueberry head. I had one of my grandkids say, Papa, you're a blueberry head. Yeah, just don't eat me. All right, well, that was my little tidbit of how to process all kinds of things like that. If you can get a bunch of apples from something, somebody's going to throw them away or they're falling on a tree or pears or whatever. Doesn't matter, right? Load up, bring it home, puree it down, put it in the ice trays. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up, please. It helps me a lot. Right? Put it in the ice trays. I got a whole bunch of these. I bought a whole bunch of them at the dollar store. I don't know. I forgot how many in a pack. But then you take, you can give them a little twist and put them in whatever container you got. I recommend staying away from freezer bags and plastic bags because of the microplastics. Get something that's BP free, like a hard plastic. I went and bought a whole bunch. Check this out. Yeah, I went and bought a whole bunch of BP free containers, and that's what all my stuff in the future is going to be going in. All these things, right? Yeah, that stuff's made out of hard plastic. The only way that stuff degrades is if you put it in the microwave. What's the moral of the story? That's right. Don't put plastic in the microwave and then eat it. Right? So, yeah, cool, right? Isn't that cool? You can save so much money. I mean, people just don't know. They just don't know. I know because I'm on Social Security or disability. Had major back surgery, maybe triple bypass surgery within 6 months of each other. First major heart surgery, then major back surgery 6 months later. I was on so many meds, I was going, I still walk like I'm on the edge for like 6 years after, with my back, even before it took 5 years before I got major back surgery because I was obese. It wouldn't do it. Well, actually, the first years I didn't want to get it done. I was trying to let my body heal, but then I realized after about 4 years, this ain't happening. So I went to the VA because I got all my medical through VA, and one of the doctor goes, "I'm sorry, Gene, we don't do back surgery on obese people." I did not think I was obese until I saw pictures after I lost the weight. I went, "Wow, was I obese?" I'll have to show you some pictures sometime. Big boy I was, but I didn't think so. I got a brother who's bigger than I ever got. Right? He's a little shorter than me. He weighs like 230 pounds. And he don't think he's overweight. He says, "I think I'm just fine." He's on like 13 medications right now. He's just fine. Yeah, I got a brother that's just fine. That's on 13 medications to combat all the negative effects of his obesity. And he had triple bypass too. Probably getting ready for another. Right? He wakes up in the middle of the night multiple times to drink whole milk. Keep that fat fed all through the night. I tried. I said what I could. You can lead a horse to all kinds of water. You can lead a whole herd of horses to all kinds of water. But it's up to that herd of horses whether they're going to drink or not. You give them all the guidance they need. Still, it's up to the horse to drink. I might change that metaphor to something else. I don't know. Like a dimps. Do it my frickin' self. All right, man. Subscribe, thumbs up. And I got all kinds of cool stuff like I just showed you. Little things that we just don't think about, right? Until we see it, we go, oh, that person had an epiphany. They gave that epiphany to me, and I appreciate that. Right? Yeah, I do everything myself. All my plumbing, electrical stuff. I've been here since 1998. I had to do a lot of things, including redo, take my roof apart, not just replace the shingles. I had to tear big sections out because it caused water damage. Did the whole thing by myself, solo. And I'm not even Hans. Carried all the shingles up on my back, created a pulley system. I pulled it up when I couldn't carry it up anymore because I just had major back surgery a year earlier. So I do all my stuff by myself, everything. Ran some lines out, 220 and everything to charge up my EVs. I can go all the way down into my driveway. I got like a 50-foot driveway, maybe 60 foot, maybe 70, 60 foot probably. Right? So I run this 220 and a 110 out there from my main box outside because I got a power box outside. And I just did it all myself, man. Got my own meter. Said, home. How's this home thing work? Actually, I knew. Anyway, you have a nice day. Please subscribe. I got so many cool things coming. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just crazy what's about to happen to this channel. I might have to create a bunch more channels so I can keep the topics separate because I got so many topics that I'm going to be making a lot of podcasts about. But for now, until I get a lot of stuff, different things on this particular podcast, I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to do some stuff on psychology. I got a degree in psychology. I think I've learned a few things that people would want to know. And I'm a storyteller. I'm a midnight. I go off on a tangent. All right, man. I hope life is treating you well. I'm going to go do my morning workout now. And you can see that tomorrow. Bye now. You hear?